Ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, willkommen. Welcome to the main event of the evening, Bad Blood. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Middleweight Super World Championship, presented by Sturm Box Promotion in association with UFA Sports and sanctioned by the BDB, President Thomas Puss, and the World Boxing Association, President Gilberto Mendoza, supervisor in attendance, George Martinez. The three judges scoring this bout on the 10-point system. At ringside, Jean-Louis Legland from France, from Panama, Guillermo Perez Pineda, and from Italy, Stefano Carrozza. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, from the United States, the referee, Raul Caiz Sr. And now, for the thousands in attendance here in Cologne and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with gold, official weight 72.5 kilograms. His professional record, 31 fights, 30 victories, including 10 knockouts with only one defeat. From Schwerin, Deutschland, the challenger, former middleweight champion of the world, Sebastian and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with red, officially weighing in at 72.3 kilograms. His professional record, 36 victories, including 15 knockouts, with only 2 defeats and 2 draws. Aus Köln, Deutschland, the Weltmeister, the reigning, defending WBA Middleweight Super World Champion, Felix, the fighter, Sturm.
Places here are fine. Those who come to the heights. Shake hands. Good luck to both.
So the preliminaries are done and we are set for action here. 12 rounds it's scheduled to go. Felix Sturm, his 5th title defense. He's held the title since 2007. Will a fellow countryman be the man to take it from him? We'll find out in the next hour or so. Here we go then. Sturm with the red trim around his trunks. And there is no love lost between these two, let me tell you. It's not for show. They really don't get on. And straight away, Zbik making a statement of intent against the champ. Just about every prediction that you read in the papers or you see on television with the experts, they all say it's going to be close. And most of them say that jab from Felix Sturm could potentially be the difference. Time will tell. The Zbik fan club is in full voice already, just a few seconds into the fight. He's got that jab working early, that's for sure. That's a good response from Zbik. Nice little combination that will score. Really is a fabulous atmosphere inside this arena. And Zbik tries to get aggressive again with a minute to go in the opening round. Landed a right hand too. Another clubbing right from the challenger. Really hurt Felix Sturm, who's content to just jab away. Both these fighters have exceptional hand speed. They're both tremendous athletes as well. Another reason why you just suspect this might go the distance. Neither of them have a particularly impressive recent record as far as knocking out opponents is concerned. Zbik's last knockout was more than 3 years ago. Well, it's a tight opening round. It wasn't really ever going to be anything else, was it? So important to get the early ascendancy in this fight. Well, would be tempted to give Zbik the opening round. Always dangerous to try and second-guess judges. And Sturm will hope that he's more impressive tonight than he was in his last fight. He's held to a draw by the unheralded Briton Martin Murray. It's in Mannheim in December. His fight before that wasn't that much better either. Split decision victory over Matthew Macklin. So he's got a bit to prove tonight. Underway for round two. Zbik working the body and a good right hand as well to follow. Oh, he's rocked. Just for a second he rocked the champion. It's a great opening this for Zbik. He's not come here just to play second fiddle to Sturm, and he's now provoked the champion into offensive action. It's a really effective flurry of punches though from the challenger early in round two. Get the impression that Sturm is going to have to find more than just a jab tonight, and he's going to beat Sebastian Zbik. It's a decent jab from Zbik. The bite a bit, and there's just a slight swelling on the champion's face. He looks like he's been rather shocked here by the start that his opponent's made. No respecter of reputation. Understandable, I guess. He's only lost one fight himself. That was his last fight, and that was a very narrow majority decision against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., California in the summer. Said he was counting the hours to this fight, Zbik. Oh, good attack again from the challenger. But 2 or 3 combinations together already in this fight that have caused Felix Sturm a serious problem. And there's not been that much coming back. Now he's trying. Couple of jabs landed there. Frenetic finish to the second. Well, Zbik's round, no question about it. And it will be fascinating to see what kind of a response they're going to get from the champion. That was that first flurry very early in the round. Bang on target. I don't think too many expected this.
Und noch ein bisschen mehr bewegen, dass mehr vorbeikommt. Und diesen Rückschritt und dann die Antwort geben. Das klappt wunderbar. Noch schon? Ja, bleib vom draußen passen. Schnell bleiben. Jetzt ist eine Lehre.
Just a little puffed up. The face of the champion. Here we go then for the third. Well, I think Sturm's corner have told him he's got to start better than he did in the last round. It was pretty much a standing target for Zbik. But the challenger's got the bit between his teeth. And if Sturm can't score regularly and reliably with that jab, he is going to really have a problem. Good right hand again from Zbik. He's forcing Sturm back for the most part. Zbik got through again there. And again. Was that a little swelling under his eye? Well, it's a good response now from Felix Sturm. Had to be stung into action to do it, though. Last minute of round 3. We've got a fight on our hands here. I honestly don't think Sturm expected Zbik to come at him like this, and he's had to dig very deep to find some kind of a response to it. Lands with a couple of jabs. That is rocked the jaw of Zbik with that left hand. Crowd enjoyed that.
10 seconds.
What he needed a round like this, Felix Sturm.
Stop at the bell, Jim. Stop at the bell.
And I reckon he's done enough to have won it. Fascinating fight on our hands here. Got the compress out already. And that's one of the reasons why. Landed 2 or 3 of those, particularly that last one. Just rocked the challenger back. Almost. Just rocked the challenger back. Almost as a statement, saying I am defending my title here.
Second round, Middleweight, round 4.
Round 4 then. Where's the next twist coming from? Sturm finds his target again. And again. And now he's really starting to warm to his work. That left hand is beginning to find its range. And maybe suck some of the early zip out of Sebastian Zbik. Suddenly Zbik's finding it difficult to get through. And now the aggression is coming from the champion. And he's landing enough of them to give Zbik a problem. Good right hand again. That left is so quick. Zbik didn't see that one coming. Really good scoring punches, these. And again, right through Zbik's defences. Almost doing it at will now. 45 seconds left in the 4th round, which has been, without question, Sturm so far.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Step back and punch. Step back and punch.
Just get the impression there's not quite the energy now in Sebastian Zbik we saw in the first couple of rounds. As we come to the end of round 4, without question, Felix Sturm's round again. But it might be a fight of shifting momentum. I think corner well pleased with their man's efforts. He had to take a couple of blows, but he gave plenty back. And without doubt, had more scoring punches in the round. The left hand is becoming a major worry for Sebastian Zbik. He's a former WBO Intercontinental and WBC interim middleweight champion, but he's never held the full world title. Sturm appears then to be in the ascendancy as they start the 5th. And straight away, 1, 2, 3, 4 scoring jabs. And now they're just centering, trading blows. The one thing for certain with Zbik, he's not going to take a backward step. He's not that kind of fighter. But after having had to weather an early storm, Sturm's superior boxing skill appears to have him back in control It's almost as if Sturm is now waiting for Zbik because he knows he can pick him off. Zbik's definitely got a swelling around that left eye. Good body shot from the champion. And then a response from Zbik. Repetitive, that left hand, but hugely effective. Another couple of jabs in Zbik's face. Reminds me in a way of Lennox Lewis's jab that was such a potent weapon for him. Famous fight in Madison Square Garden where he jabbed Holyfield to death, but somehow they scored it a draw. You see the marks around Zbik's face as he's clobbered again. This is a really good round for the champion. He is looking rather bruised and battered. The 30-year-old Zbik against a man 3 years his senior. Not going to have any respite for him either. Great shot. And it's provoked Zbik to try and fight back. What a fight this is. We've only gone 5 rounds. Terrific stuff.
Du darfst nicht am Mann stehen bleiben. Außer Bewegung muss es alles kommen.
One spell in that round where Sturm was battering Sebastian Zbik, and somehow the challenger found the energy to come back at him. Took a real pounding. See from his face already how marked it is, particularly around that left eye. He says he's been working very hard on his speed and his explosiveness, Felix Sturm, and I think we're seeing it here. Says he's made considerable changes since his last couple of fights against Macklin and Murray. Here's the 6th.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Punch. Step back and punch.
Zbik needs a good round here, just to stop the momentum, which is all with the champion at the moment. Now he's got him where he wants him.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free.
Not been too many clinches so far, which is what's made it, and one of the reasons has made it a really watchable fight. Non-stop action. Might need a breather here. And looking at that marked face is only going to increase Sturm's confidence.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free. Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free.
Again, that left hand working its magic. And again for Felix Sturm. Zbik is trying to fight back, but he's just not landing enough punches to carry enough weight on the judges' scorecards. I'm absolutely certain that Sturm's work on his speed has paid off, as he looks way quicker than in his last couple of fights. Even the fight against Hearns that he won against, you'd have to say, a substandard opponent. Hearns Jr., that is, obviously not Tommy. It's Ronald Hearns, son of. Last few seconds of the sixth. Well, on my card, I've got Felix Sturm having won the last 4 rounds, including that one. And he has given Zbik plenty to think about here.
Die linke fest und danach links runtergehen und dann mit dem Aufwärtshaken kommen. Ja. Oder den rechten Haken einziehen.
Not that Sturm is completely unmarked, but
Denke, dann mal
the majority of the damage is on Zbik's visage.
Da trittst du wunderbar rüber, diagonal. Das ist schön drin. So. Nochmal Schuck.
So we're halfway. So far, it looks to be so good for the champ. Round 7. Zbik has to find a way, try and turn this round somehow, try and take the initiative away from Sturm. I reckon if you took a percentage of his punches landed to punches thrown, it would be pretty small. Certainly smaller than Sturm's figures.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free.
Oh, great shot. Right through Zbik's defense.
All right, stop. Break. Deep breath.
It's almost economy of effort from Sturm. He's maybe not throwing as many punches as Zbik, but he's just landing so many more. Zbik really hasn't got an answer to it.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free.
It's relentless, isn't it, from Sturm, that left hand. Decent reply, though, from Zbik. And he has to cover up. Last minute of the 7th.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free.
He loves to throw that right cross, Zbik, but he's just not making it work for him at the moment.
Break. Deep breath. Deep breath. Focus. Deep breath. Let's go. All right. Step back and punch, gentlemen. Hands are free. Stop at the bell.
Finishing the round again well, Felix Sturm.
Stop at the bell, gentlemen. Stop.
Well, that was a much tighter round, I reckon. But Zbik still hasn't reversed the initiative in the contest, not for me anyway. That previous left hand sums up the fight. The main weapon that is causing Zbik vast amounts of grief. It's almost like he knew it was coming, but he couldn't do anything about it.
Everything okay, Felix? Yes?
Second round, ring line.
Underway then in the 8th. And he's hunting his man again, Sturm. Been in the ring with some of the best around. Felix Sturm. Way back he lost to one of the best of them all in Las Vegas, Oscar de la Hoya. And that was a close fight as well. If you can mix it with de Hoya, no wonder he's had the title for so long. There were doubts before the start of the fight as to whether Zbik's jab was good enough, and so far it hasn't been. A little flurry of punches from the challenger there. But he's going to need more than that. It's good defense from Sturm.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free.
He's trying to work the body split, but he's just not getting through. Well, the home crowd are enjoying what they're seeing here.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free. Come on now.
Just a slightly resigned look a moment ago on Zbik's face. He's trying everything he knows. He's far from giving up, but he's just not landing enough punches. Simple as that.
Stop! Break! Stop! Box. Stop at the bell.
We're 2/3 of the way through the fight. It always looked like it was going to go to 12. And it's kind of become Sturm's fight to lose.
Und wenn ganz kurz stehen, explodieren, lass ihn kurz schlagen und dann bist du verschwunden. Neue Flasche mehr. Nachher.
Look how marked that face is.
Verstehst du? Okay. Die Linke und dann kommt auch direkt zurück.
Everything okay?
Just a glancing blow, really, that one. Almost a clash of heads in there, too. Be careful about that. Doesn't want to get cut, Sturm, when he's in charge. He does look a little resigned, doesn't he? Just his body language. Out for the 9th then. Speed still really impressive from Sturm. I don't think he landed with quite as many of those as the crowd thought. Still scored with a couple. Again, Sturm covers up effectively against a barrage of body shots from Zbik. Zbik did well to avoid that right hand as well. But there goes the left jab again. Relentless, effective, point scoring. And at the moment, it's going to see Felix Sturm through to a successful defense of his title here. Another one. Zbik's got no answer at the moment.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free. Stop! Break! Nice and relaxed. Deep breath, deep breath.
Well, the Zbik fans trying to get vocal and the Sturm fans drowning them out. Rather like their man is drowning out Zbik's title chances at the moment. Jab working overtime again. Miss with the right. There's just very little coming back from Zbik in the way of scoring punches. He's throwing plenty, just not landing them.
Stop! Break! Deep breath. Let's go.
Half a minute left in the 9th. He's done a really good job, Sturm, of getting out of range of these shots from Zbik, and he's caught him with a couple there, and he's surely done enough to win this round, and it's going to take something very special from the challenger in the last 3 rounds to wrest this title away from Felix Sturm. It's all over. It's all over. Zbik's corner have thrown the towel in. He was starting to get battered. And yet another successful title defense for Felix Sturm. And he's answered a few critics here tonight. It was a really committed, powerful performance. And Zbik knows he can have few complaints. How many left jabs did he land tonight? Non-stop. You'd probably say that's as impressive as the champion has been since he first won the title. And thoroughly appreciated by a huge crowd here in Cologne. I thought from probably about round 6 onwards that Zbik had that resigned look. And so it proved. He knew he was losing the fight. And frustratingly, from his point of view, he couldn't find a way to do anything about it. Sturm's longtime sparring partner, Alain Gamot, who's a pretty useful fighter himself. He once floored David Hay. Says that Sturm's in great shape. We've just seen that. The jab was sharp, and he is convinced he's the best middleweight in the world. There'll be a few other super middleweights watching this who will maybe have to reassess Felix Sturm. A few tears in the Sebastian Zbik camp. I think they all knew, didn't they, in the Zbik corner, there was just no point in going on for their man to take even more punishment. And that was the moment. Successful defense number 5 for Felix Sturm.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 8, the corner for the challenger informed referee Raul Caiz Sr. that he was unable to continue. The fight comes to an end officially after 8 rounds. The winner by TKO victory, and still WBA middleweight super world champion Felix the Fighter.
Well, it was after round 9, actually, but we won't split hairs. Sturm is the champion still, and no one can have any doubt that he was the better man tonight. On my card, I had Sturm winning 5 rounds, Zbik a couple with a couple level, but it's all academic, really, as the ticker tape comes down, and the belt still in the hands of the Cologne resident, Felix Sturm, fighting in front of his home crowd tonight. And fighting extremely impressively, too. Probably going to fight again around the end of the summer, August time, and then maybe again in December. But you'd be hard-pressed at the moment to find a fighter who will take this belt away from Felix Sturm. Certainly not in Europe. He has seen off pretty much all comers over the last few years. He's been royally entertained, a very large crowd tonight. That's all we have for you from Cologne. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. Felix Sturm remains the champion after Sebastian Zbik failed to come out of his corner after 9 rounds. From all of us here in Cologne, it's good night from us, and we'll leave you with some images of the evening. Bye-bye.